Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Coach George here. I want to be very clear about the purpose of me making all these video clips. This video clip is for you to have information and get a better understanding of your options for athletes who are serious about playing basketball after high school. I need to be very clear with you. It is an extremely difficult thing to play high school after basketball, but it is also very possible for those who work hard enough and are talented enough and have faith in the Lord. But we need to go over some specific things so that you understand all the different paths that are available, because there is no one path to success. I'm not trying to be dramatic. I'm not trying to, give you guys false hope. I'm trying to give you facts and information. So if you're not interested in playing basketball after high school, you can go ahead and X out of this video right now, okay? But for those who are, I have written some things up on the board that I believe, based off of my experience with helping guys play basketball at the next level, at the D1, D2, D3 level, getting post-grad basketball opportunities, I think you really need to consider what I have to say. On the board right here, I pretty much made a triangle diagram of the absolute basics that you need to think about when it comes to playing basketball after high school. Number one, you have to play ball over the summer. Why do you have to play ball over the summer? Because college coaches are coaching their own teams at the same time that we are. So the only time that they really have time to watch you and evaluate you is over summer basketball. Now, I know how dramatic it is. I know all the fancy teams, all the fancy shoes, book bags. You're thinking to yourself, it's got to be super duper expensive. And I'm telling you right now, it doesn't have to be. One, find a team that wants you. And teams that want you are willing to work with you and be flexible. Two, never, ever, ever pay full price if you're looking at summer basketball programs, whether they're travel teams, whether they're developmental teams, whatever the case may be. You need to figure it out, athletes. You need to figure it out, parents. I don't care if you got to raise donations from a church. I don't care if you got to cut lawns. Whatever it takes for you to pay for the fees, get discounts on the fees, whatever it is, you got to find a way to make it happen. Hey, if they're going to be taking you to tournaments in front of college coaches, you got to do the work as well, okay? So there is no excuse. Price should never be an excuse, but let me say this. Don't you ever pay a college tuition to play basketball. Is that clear? Like, we're not trying to spend tens of thousands of dollars. We're not even trying to spend $5,000 to play summer basketball. That's ridiculous. You save that $5,000, you go register for the college that you want to go to and go try out and walk on for the team. Make it make sense. Let's use common sense here. Some programs are out there for a money grab. I'm talking about money too much. So let's get back to this triangle. There are three basic things that if you're serious about playing basketball after high school that you need to do. Number one, you need to play summer basketball and you don't want to pay full price. Number two, you need to get in connection with coaches or summer teams that know college coaches. Us high school coaches here, if I have connections that I've showed the athletes of colleges that I know, travel teams are going to have even more. In the 3 interviews that I did that you're going to look at when you go to part 2, 3, and 4, etc., some of those coaches are going to share the colleges that they have connections and relationships with. So again, ball in the summer, don't pay full price. Number 3, get with programs and coaches who know college coaches so that they can speak on your behalf. And then lastly, which is probably the easiest thing that you can do as an athlete, and parents, you can definitely be supportive of this because it's so local, it's so close. over the summer, go to as many college basketball camps as you can. What is a college basketball camp? It is literally the University of Central Florida. It is literally Trinity College, the University of South Florida, begging all basketball players from around the area to come and play for 2 or 3 days in front of college coaches. I remember a couple years back when I was in Miami coaching, we took our team up to Daytona Beach for a basketball camp up there. Our players played so well that the head coach walked up to me from Bethune-Cookman University and said, "Coach, we want to let you know that we're going to offer your player today, right now. They have impressed us so much based off of what we've seen on this camp that we want to offer them a full ride scholarship." All that was a 2-hour drive, my friends, and they got an offer just like that. Camps can range anywhere from $50 to $125, but going back to the top of our triangle, they offer discounts all the time. And we're also going to get into some team basketball camps over the summer for some of these colleges too. So when you consider these 3 points of the triangle, you're doing something over summer to either get you better or to get you exposure and connection, and you're going to camps. Here are the extra things in the middle that you need to think about, and then I'll shut up. You should be texting and calling and emailing these coaches. Their contacts are public information. There is no rule or regulation as to how much you can contact them. You can reach out to them with your video clips, with your game tape, as much as you want. You have to pursue them. Secondly, you can ask for workout requests. You guys remember Brady, the guy who came and worked out with us at the beginning of the year? He and I started working together at the beginning of the summer. By the middle of the summer, he had received 3 workout requests, permission granted, with my help and support, and 1 postgraduate basketball offer where he was able to live at home, work, and then go hoop in front of all these colleges over like a 4 to 5 month period. You got to try. You got to reach out. I feel like I'm coaching the parents right now. Don't be mad at me if I'm too hard on you parents. I know I'm hard on the players, but you're not used to this. All right. So you got to communicate with these guys at all times, these guys and girl basketball coaches. Here's something else that is becoming extremely common. And if you're good enough, you might have to take this road. And this is postgraduate basketball. That means after you graduate high school, after 4 years, you go find another place to play. Just like I explained with that athlete Brady situation, okay? He got a post-grad basketball offer. He was able to take classes, but 90% of his focus was on getting physically ready and skills ready for college basketball. It costs about the same tuition of coming here to North Kissimmee Christian, especially if you go to the local one. Yes, there are some mad expensive ones like IMG Academy. And if you got that much money, take me with you. But if not, find college post-grad places that will accept you and allow you to work on your game for another year. The last option that I really want you guys to think about when you say, I want to play college basketball, I want to get a scholarship. You guys are intelligent. I have to check your grades. You need to strongly consider the fact that, especially since we are a small Christian school and there are other small Christian colleges who are looking for Christ-centered athletes, you can get academic scholarships, guys, and walk on to their team. The options are endless, okay? You must be creative and you must be relentless in your pursuit. Last thing, when I started coaching over a decade ago, and I haven't told you guys this, do not make fun of me. I was working at Walmart, man. I was just out of college. I didn't really feel any kind of passion and direction and enthusiasm for anything. But I was literally leaving work and I went to go support one of my guys who was playing in a basketball game. Just went out as a fan just to support him. And halfway through the game, I literally found myself standing up and giving guys direction and pointing things out to them. And after the game was over, two things happened, and I promise you I'm not lying. The first thing that happened was the captain of the team came up to me and said, George, this was your first time out here tonight, but we actually want you to come back and coach us for the rest of the season. And the second thing that happened after that conversation was over and I was walking back to my car, I stopped for something. I forget what I was reaching for, but I stood up and I just had a moment and I felt the Holy Spirit just speak to my heart. Couldn't you see yourself doing this for the rest of your life? And it just hit me. I was like, Lord, it makes sense. Like being able to inspire people through the game of basketball, to show your love, your compassion, your passion, your enthusiasm for things. And it just clicked. And let me tell you, ever since then, I've been getting it out of the mud. I've been doing whatever it takes to coach, work hard, and be successful. That's why I go crazy on the sidelines. It's not because I'm overly mad that you didn't run down or didn't run the angle correctly. It's because I know how hard I work for this, and I want you to work just as hard. If you want to play college basketball at the next level, if you want to play basketball beyond high school, you have to do very specific things. Find a team this summer. I don't care if it's free or $1 million. Figure it out. Make sure they have connections with colleges. Ask them, who have you gotten into these schools? Who knows you? What schools have you gotten guys into, etc. Make sure they're playing in tournaments that matter. And then lastly, go to college camps. You can go individually. We can go as a team. We can make that happen. If you're doing those minimal things, add these things into your list as well. My friends, after this part is over, feel free to click on the interviews with the City of Life travel basketball team, the Oviedo Magic basketball team, and the Central Florida Phoenix basketball team. All of them are purely examples for you to hear some very important things that we talked about. The videos will be a lot shorter than this. I hope you learned something. I hope you are able to connect with a basketball program over summer to help you develop and get the exposure that you earn. Love you guys. Be well. Thanks.